We were discussing how inequality is a central concern, one of the biggest crises currently in the world, and how it can be measured. So essentially the focus of the panel was that how the World Bank moving ahead should focus on inequality and also find ways of measuring it. So once you know what's the level of inequality, it's accepting it, and this is against pretty much the goal SDG 10, and very often political systems, national governments would want to reduce inequality. So the first critical piece is to know what's happening with inequality. Is it growing? It's reducing, and once that happens, then there will be hopefully greater political will to address inequality, and there are some ways of addressing inequality. It is a complex situation, but it's very important for us to acknowledge uh, that it is not just the responsibility of the developing countries or the middle income countries or low income countries. It is a global responsibility to ensure that the global population is not hit by the climate crisis, because the climate crisis is not of their making. In fact, they are the least contributors to the carbons, and whereas it's really the North which has contributed to the climate crisis. So they need to take responsibility. The resources need to come from also the North. But on the other hand, even national governments need to recognize that if you invest in drivers of equality like education, health, social security, then the possibilities of having a resilient society which is able to overcome these major emergencies and crises is much higher.